about on the podcast. Like, okay, what you do for fun, because your day is so intense. Your calendar is so intense. As you mentioned last year, 10 months out of 12, you were traveling. Little time for vacation. Vacation is at home. So when you're home and it's quiet, what does Esther Horvath do for fun?
So right now I'm in my house in Hungary, and this house comes with a cat,
Okay.
which is her name is Molly, and she's a street cat. Just appeared in our garden 3 years ago, and my parents are my neighbors. So when I'm not here, they take care of her. But when I'm here, she's here all the time. So when I look up, she's right there, looking at me and so sitting in a window and sleeping and resting there. So I love to be with her, and I love to read. I have a wonderful, this is a south part of the house, and I have a wonderful bed in the window where I like
Mm-hmm.
to sit and read. And I enjoy cooking a lot. I like to cook every day, almost every day. And I like to cook small portions and try
Yeah.
out new things. And I like to do sport,
And you're running.
and running,
Yeah.
and with own body weight. And I have a street bike.
Yeah.
Or I don't know how it's called, or speed bike, or race bike.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do that. I have a spinning bike at home. So for me, sport in the morning is important, and I love to drink coffee. Coffee is important.
What's the cat's name? That's important too. What's the cat's name?
Molly. Her name is
Molly.
Molly.
Is that Hungarian?
No, no, I don't. My niece gave this name to her, and so she's Molly.
Okay. All right. Well, books you mentioned you enjoy reading. What do you read?
I'm very interested in psychology.
Uh-huh.
So I'm very interested in self-development. I'm interested in spiritual books. One of my favorite book is The Red Lion by Magda Szepesi. She's a Hungarian. She was a Hungarian writer,
Mm-hmm.
but you can buy her book also in English, The Red Lion. Yeah, these type of books I like the most. I don't like krimis. I don't like any books which where I can feel fear or too much excitement.
You need some inner peace after the stress of your job.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, in your playlist, you've got a lot of piano work, beautiful piano work. Does that mean you're a pianist?
Yes. Yeah, I forgot to mention that I have a piano also in Hungary and also in Hamburg,
Uh-huh.
because I like to play piano. And so I feel that if I have the inspiration to play, then I want to have a piano close to me. And Ludovico Einaudi is absolutely my inspiration for piano playing. And it's so wonderful. I just been to for the second time last week to his concert in
Oh,
Hanover in
really?
Germany. And
Oh, right.
yeah, I was sitting in my partner booked a ticket. It was a surprise for both of us, sitting in the first row, and I could watch his how he was playing.
That's
It was-
fabulous. That's fabulous. Famous Italian pianist, but his work is beautiful. Now, since you mentioned him, I'm going to mention Natalie Lasselin, who's the explorer photographer, does what you do, but she does it underwater. She goes around the world with underwater photography. She was a guest on the show last year. And she introduced me to a wonderful pianist from Montreal, because she's French, but she lives with her partner in Montreal now when she's home, rather like you. And that pianist was Alexandria Strelitzky. I don't know if you've come across her. I'll send you a link to her piano work, because I think since you enjoy piano as you do, you may well enjoy her. I had not heard of her before Natalie told me about her, so we'll share that with you, and I hope you
Thank you so
enjoy.
much.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy that too. And so now, what time do you have at home before you have to go off on your next travel?
I stay here 2 more days. Then I go back to Germany. I will be in Bremerhaven for a 3 days photo shoot, and I travel to Norway for the Norwegian Nature Photo Festival to give a talk about Stars of Polar Night, about my project, which I want to, the talk what I want to start in Norwegian.
In Norwegian, yes, you're going to start in Norwegian. I'm very impressed with that. I do just want to ask you before I let you go, Esther, about the work that you want to do with children, because that's important to you. Do you have any projects in mind for that work?
I would love to do a children book. I already have an idea, but it's a little bit, yeah, it's in planning. I already actually have an artist with whom I would love to work together, and I love to do teachings for children, which I do. I had a wonderful opportunity with National Geographic in December. I did a live class where classes all over the world were invited. It's called National Geographic Explorer's Classroom, and 8,100 children signed up. And it for 2 classes in one day, in live classes, and it was just such a fantastic experience. It filled my heart, and I talked about the polar regions. I showed female scientists working in the polar regions, and I felt like maybe some children are inspired now, seeing marine biologists working on a boat and taking samples, or about the station leader. So I really wanted to show female scientists working in the polar regions, and working with children. It's always fills my heart. So I really, that's an assignment, or that's something where I never say no.
You mentioned your niece, then. Have you been inspiring her with your adventures?
I'm not sure about that. I think it's always different if you have a niece or nephew.
Right,
It's
right.
always different being in a family.
She
But
doesn't think of you as this sort of very, adventurous and exciting aunt that she wants to.
I think she does. She does that. But if she wants to be that adventurous, I'm not sure. Maybe she loves that. She would love to travel, and she would love to live in the US, and she would love to study in the US. So I think she's maybe inspired.
Yeah, sounds like something's rubbing off. Now I can see the Esther Horvath Academy starting up here. Is this something, do you think, like having an umbrella, having a title, an organization, some kind of sort of organization for children, an umbrella organization under which you could do these different projects, and it could be a global organization?
It sounds fantastic. It sounds fantastic. I love to work with children, and I feel that because they are the future, and every time I give a talk for children, I do give talks from 6 years old. Every
so
time.
young.
Yes, and we are giving talks for 6 years old. It's just like melts my heart. But I also go to schools for meeting 8 or 10 years old children, and I offer this for friends and for people I know, or for parents where I want to say thank you for something. I offer that I can go to school and give a live talk, 1 hour for their children's class, and I really like to do that.
Well, we're going to be following you and your adventures on social media and making sure we're there when you launch your Esther Horvath Academy for children.
Thank you for this. You are inspiring me right now.
Well, Esther, thank you so much for taking time to come on the podcast. It's been great to get to know you a little bit. Good luck with all of the adventures to come.
Thank you so much, Chris. It was wonderful to be here with you.